Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, man, we got a series to react to. I haven't checked this out at all, but hey, somebody here has. We got From. It's the scariest show I've seen. You watched this, right? First season? Second?
Let me see what season I left off on.
Where you watch it on Amazon?
Yeah, I think so. No.
No,
it gotta be one that we don't. Well, yeah, I did before they took it off or something. I watched it somewhere.
Let me see.
And then now I have to get it on
A streaming service nobody watch. Okay, let's see. And they got 2 seasons. I bet you my old site got it. Had to go back to the old days. But with that being said, we're going to check this out. I haven't seen none of it.
Okay, I left off on season 2, so I got to watch season 3. I didn't get to watch season 3.
Okay.
And they have been renewed for a 4th season as well.
Okay.
So I need to watch the 3rd season before the 4th season comes out.
You
but
like
it's
it?
really good. Yeah, I like it From.
I didn't watch it with her, y'all. I don't even know why I didn't watch it with you. She be watching stuff by herself, though. Watch a lot of stuff by herself. But hey, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want to first support, all you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
Lock it in with a thumbs up.
Also, if you're new to the channel and haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Join the family, join the fun. Yo, it is lit, man. So be part of the latest crew, man. Also, she always get mad when I watch stuff by myself.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I just get mad when you watch stuff that we agreed to watch together.
Like what?
I can't think of them right now.
Because I don't never watch nothing like that. I never get an opportunity to watch something I just want to watch.
Oh, like the show that we got to finish together. That I went back and watched and finished in one day.
You said the show.
Yeah, I couldn't remember it for a second, but 61st Street.
Oh, yeah.
We were supposed to watch that together, but you watched it ahead of me.
Before I even said something to you about it. And then I was trying to watch another show with you. You just refused to watch.
For me.
No, you just refused to watch that. You
busy.
watched 1 and 2 episodes, then you said, I'm finna go watch Dexter. Like, you done watched Dexter before.
What show? Oh, that little show you had. Come on, let's get to From.
Alright, what is good? It's your boy Shimmy back with another video. Yes, the streets have been asking, where is From? So today we got From Season 1. No long talks, lot of fucking, yes you. Now let's get into it. Boom, we start in this town and this guy is going around ringing this bell, telling all the mandem it's time to go home. And everyone's fixing this weird ass rocks to their doors. Is this voodoo? What's going on? At the bar, this guy had some Ray and nephew, so he's on the floor. He's not gonna make it back home. So the bartender locks up the crib and puts the rock up. Now it's nighttime. We cut to his house with his wife and daughter, and she's chilling in her room, and someone says, I'm cold out here, let me in. Huh? It says it's me, Grandma.
Do it, baby.
How the hell did Grandma get up there? The mom comes in and she says, don't let her in. But the little girl lets her in anyway.
Oh, the kids!
Yeah, what are these? Are these shapeshifters or something? Now we cut to this family and they're on a little road trip in the RV. Meanwhile, back in town, the next day, they show the drunk man his family and it's not looking good. They got destroyed.
Oh, for real?
Back to the family, they're still driving and they get to this tree in the road and then crows start appearing near them. Yeah, see, that's never a good sign. So they get back in the RV and they cut. They drive, but they don't see no exits and they get to the town while they're doing a funeral for those 2 people. Jim the Pops, he gets out the whip and he says, do y'all know how we can get out of this weird ass town? Boyd tells him, yeah, just keep driving up the road and you should be blessed. So after that, they just keep driving. But then they get back in town. The hell? They ask Shorty this time, they're like, do you know how to get out of here? But she looks at them and just keeps walking. So this time they spin the whip around and try to go the other way. But there's a car in front of them this time. They're gonna ask them for help, but the other driver's driving crazy. So Jim has to dodge them and they end up crashing into the ground. Everybody's cooked. But we look at...
Why not just stop? Swerve to the side, stop, and brace for impact. If he hits you, he hits you. Then you know what I'm saying.
It's a show. I don't know. You know, gotta be dramatic. The dramatics.
Ethan and the man has a stick coming out of his leg. Nah, bro. The guy in the other car gets out and he goes to Boyd and says, we need some help. The man them crashed back there. With that, Boyd rounds up some people. They get to the RV and they start getting people out one by one. Christy, the doctor, shows up and she says, yeah, we might be cooked. I'm gonna need at least an hour to get that table out of that kid's leg. But they only got 40 minutes of daylight left. Boyd says, I forget. He brings out his voodoo rock and says, let's fix the you up in the car. Back to the hospital, the other driver wakes up. He starts going crazy. Shorty's like, don't worry. And then she kisses him. What's going on? And then she stabs the man in the neck. See, you have to watch out for these gal, man. Now, in the RV, only Jim stays with Christy and Boyd. But it's nighttime and they start showing up to the RV. Are those even people? One of them says, is everyone okay in there? Jim's like, oh, they came back. Let them in. Hey, wait, what are we waiting for? Boyd tells him we can't do that. He's not listening, so Boyd grabs him and says, listen, boy, those are not people. Now chill out. We cut to Megan and everyone else, and they're running to Colony House. But homie at the door does not want to let them in. They look to their side and they just see someone wave at them. He says, Julie, do you recognize me? Kenny busts out the switch and shoots, but it does nothing to him. But luckily, last minute, Donna lets them in. Now, in the RV, everyone's starting
See, you done watched this.
But this like a recap for me. So I'm going to be real prepared when I watch season 3. If he don't go.
They said season 1.
Oh, okay, yeah.
crash out because they can hear them moving on the roof. They lock in and they finally get the table out of the kid's leg. Now we move to Donna and she tells Tabitha, yeah, everyone here has been right where you have been. We all got stuck. And those things you saw, yeah, they want us all dead, but this is just fun for them. Now we cut to this doctor and Kenny's pops, and she puts him to bed. She goes in the other room and just sees the guy dead on the table. So she's like, I gotta get out of here. She goes to the front door, but it's wide open and two of those things are there. Nah, man. Now it's the next day and everyone gets rescued and they get to the hospital and Kenny just sees the nurse dead and his pops dead too. Damn. Now the other guy who was in the car crash finally wakes up and Donna goes to explain everything to him. Bro says, so you're telling me that there's monsters that look exactly like humans and they come to attack us? Yeah, you guys smoke or something? Like, what's going on? But he thinks his friend just set all this up for him. Now we move to Jim and the priest and he's about to show them their new crib. And Jim's like, hold on, what is that box over there? Oh, that? We put in there who don't follow the rules and get their people killed. Yeah, see, love. They get in the crib and they don't even clean the place up. What is going on? Like, at least take the blood out. Now, Ethan goes outside and he meets this guy, Victor. Ethan's like, yo, what are you doing? But he tells him, go away, little bro. Before he leaves, though, Ethan says, have you seen the boy in white? He lives out here. Basically, he's been seeing some boy in white waving at him. Nah, if it's one of those monsters though, I'm gonna be pissed. Now it's time for them to choose their houses and everybody picks living in town except Julie. She wants to go live at the Colony House and all they really do there is just crack. Now Jade shows up and he still don't believe what's really going on. So Kenny says, alright, let me show you something. And he shows him his dead homie and he finally bags it. This is real. Now it's nighttime and they put Frank in the cage. He looks out and they start swarming him. She kinda bad though. Frank turns around and then they grab him. We go in the past and we see a young Victor in this town. Now in the present, the man drew a picture of Julie while she was sleeping. Yeah, see, something's not right here. Now Boyd goes to the cage and Frank is really gone and he's gotta clean that mess up. The priest sees this and he's like, damn, they really got him bad, eh? You're the one who wanted him dead. We move to Victor and he's talking to Ethan at the diner and he shows him a picture of the boy in white. He's like, is this him? Before he can get an answer, Jim shows up and says, hey, stay the hell away from my boy, and he throws him out. Now Kenny shows Jade where everybody came from who's in this town. They got some people from Texas, Wyoming, Canada. I'm joking. But they all ended up here. Jade's like, no, that ain't even possible. So he grabs the radio and goes to figure it out. This Victor guy shows up at Ethan's house and he's like, we gotta find the boy in white. I don't know if that's a good idea. But Victor says, nah, we have to. This is a quest. So they leave. They walk in the forest and they actually see him. Then Victor starts crashing out. He starts remembering shit. Jim shows up and he says, hey, didn't I warn you about my boy? But Victor pulls out the switch. He's not about to get beat up again. Victor actually remembers when he was a kid, everyone was there dead. but it was just him and the boy in white. As a parent though, seeing some old man keep taking your kid must be crazy. We cut to the diner and the whole family is eating, but Sarah's arm starts to get a scar and it says, "Kill the boy?" What is going on? Outside, Victor's digging up holes and everyone's like, "Gang, what are you doing out there?" But he says, "I'm just trying to get ahead this time." Damn. Now the next day, Sarah goes to the Matthews house and she plays with Ethan outside. She's like, "Let's go see the goats and chickens at the farm. It's just down the street." They go and she says to Tabitha, "Yeah, there's something in this dark barn that you should really see and I definitely won't lock you up in there." Tabitha's like, "Alright, bet, let's go in." She goes in with her, opens this door, and she pushes Tabitha in and shuts it. At the same time, Nathan told Father Kotri about Sarah and he tells her, "Okay, go look for her." Back to Sarah, she goes to Ethan and says, "Don't worry, I really with you. You can really save everybody here." She goes to cut him, but Nathan shows up and says, "Don't do it, let him go." Ethan kicks her and runs away, and Nathan grabs her, but she cuts his neck by accident and the man starts bleeding out. He's dead. We move to Father Kotri and he finishes up church service. He goes downstairs in the basement and we just see Sarah tied up down there. Is this guy an op? Now Boyd's thinking, he's like, "You know what? I'm just gonna take these voodoo rocks, go out in the forest and see what's really guaning out there. Cause we can't keep doing this. People are dropping like flies now." Kenny says, "You're just trying to die, aren't you? You're not going out there to save anybody." Now Jim's taking apart this lamp and there's no wire and the plugs don't even make sense either. So with that, him and Jade team up and they try to get an antenna high enough to get a signal so they can talk to someone. Back to Father Kotri, he says, "You're wondering why he's still alive, right? Nathan told me you hear voices. Don't worry, I know you did some f***ed up shit, but you can still help the mandem of this town." He tells her, "The Bible's comprised of 73 books. What if we're the 74th book and we're living it? What if we're the chosen ones?" So he's like, "Chosen for what?" "I don't know, but I bet those voices might know." Yeah, I already know this is not gonna end up good, but you know what? Living in this town, it'd probably make you end up thinking some shit like that. Back to the Matthews house, the light bulb keeps flickering. Hold up, stranger things? Sarah tells Kotri the voices said they were waiting for someone to help them escape. They're just like us. Okay, so why did you believe them? Because they told me some shit. They told me some shit that no one else should know. They told me the 2 cars would be coming that day. And they said that Young Thug would be a snitch. And they told her if she killed the people in the car, everyone would be safe and they could go home. Okay, so how do we go home? Shit, I don't know. And you're sure they were telling the truth? She just starts crashing out again. She says, "They want me to show you something." She draws on this paper and gives it to him. "They said they watched you the day you got here, and they watched you bury that bag. This is proof." The man can't even believe what's happening right now. Jim goes to the basement and he sees Tabitha digging in the ground. She's like, "There's no power lines, the cords just go down." So she's trying to figure out where they lead to. Maybe that can be a clue. Now it's the next day and the colony house is
Boy, you
having
speed running for real, bro. You ain't even getting the time to understand the concept. Golly, slow it down, brother.
a little party for Fatima. They do a speech about how happy they are, and they all go turn up. And this one girl says happy anniversary and kisses her. Doesn't she have a man? Julie sees this and she goes and asks her if she can kiss her too. But Fatima's like, nah, we don't really do that kind of stuff around here. And she runs away. Now Father Kotri goes to talk to Boyd. He says, I buried this bag the day I arrived here. Oh, and I have Sarah tied up in the basement of the church. He pulls out the blick. He says, tell me you're lying. You made Frank die, but she's good? He says, listen, that gal might be the key to getting us home. Back at Colony House, this guy goes to the window and he sees his shots Jasmine out there on the roof. She says, I'm saying goodbye. He's like, no, don't leave. Just talk to me. Like, dog, how and why would your shots even be up there? She says, I can't keep coming here knowing you're scared of me. So the man takes the nails off the door and she comes in. They kiss, but then she bites his tongue off and attacks him. Back to Kotri, he tells Boyd, this ain't no coincidence. Why don't me, you, and Sarah go out in the forest to really see what's going on out there? We go back to the monster upstairs and she opens up the door for all her mandem. This girl walks in the room and she's like, what are you doing? And the door closes behind her and they all just attack her. Nah, man, they really got sushi shit. Outside, they just see blood dripping downstairs. They look up and it's the smiling guy, so everyone starts running. Victor and Julie jump down this rope. Victor says, if you want to see your family, we have to go to the trees. We cut to Ellis, and he's walking slowly, but they find him, so the man jumps out the roof. They're just slowly walking him down. Last minute, Fatima brings him in the house and they close the doors and put the voodoo charm up. And luckily, it saves them. Back to Victor and Julie. He pushes her in the tree and she gets teleported to some underground place. Now we move to Boyd and Father Kotri and they help everyone go inside who escaped. But someone says, "Father," and it's a monster and it cuts the man's neck. And he just dies right there, R.I.P. We go in the past and we see the day Boyd and his family arrive. Dr. Umar would not be happy with this. They get to the town and Father Kotri tells them, "We gotta hide, we don't have time." So they all go in the underground bunker, just listening to people die over and over. They come out and they actually got squad wiped. We move to the present and Boyd decides to take Sarah to go in the forest so he can get some real answers. "Hey, the second you try something funny, I'm putting a bullet between your head." He puts her in this shack and says, "I'ma be back, I gotta take care of some shit in town." At the same time, Jim and Jade come up with a plan to put the radio tower on top of Colony House because they might be able to get a signal from there. We go back in the past again and we see Boyd just out at night in the forest with his gun and the monsters are after him. But then he slips and falls in this cave and it's full of those voodoo rocks. They look at him, they just walk away. But then this is where shit goes left. His wife starts taking people out one by one. She's like, "This is all a dream. Everyone just needs to wake up." She's about to shoot Donna, but Boyd pulls up. He's like, "What are you doing?" She says, "Don't worry, I'm saving Amanda." So he has to shoot her. Back to the present, Boyd leaves and they start construction on Colony House.
Wow.
Now in the forest, Sarah tells him the voices told her if she didn't kill that boy that her brother would die and everyone else would too. And her bro really did die. No way these voices are good people though, I don't care. Then they start hearing this sound and they keep going towards it and it's these bottles on a tree. So Boyd goes to take one down and Sarah starts crashing out again. Like, alright, it's not every episode. In the forest, she wakes up and they're in a tent and they got the talisman put up. She's like, "Where are we?" He says, "Don't worry, we're safe." And he took one of those bottles down and it says 1864 on it. What does that mean? Sarah says, "I think we should go back. The voice I heard said she was wrong and there's things worse out here than monsters." And it said, "Tell Mr. Fish and Loaves I was wrong." And that's what Boyd's wife used to call him. Then they just start hearing noises outside their tent and the tent starts moving all around. Boyd says, "Where's the talisman?" He puts it back up. She's like, "We should not have come here." It's finally daytime and their tent is actually destroyed. So they dead could have got them right there if they wanted to, but they just moved them somewhere. They get out the tent and there's spider webs everywhere. They keep walking, but Boyd hears something. He runs to the voice and he just sees his wife in webs and she grabs him. Yeah, this is crazy. Now back in town, everyone's working together to get the tower on Colony House, and it's almost done. With Boyd and Sarah, it's starting to get dark out, and he starts to lose it because there really is no way out. They've just been walking. We go back to town. They get the radio on top, and everyone's like, "Yes, we're really about to do this." They turn all the lights on and turn on the radio, and they start getting a signal. Everyone's cheering, but then a storm is coming too. They should have just done this the next day. Boyd and Sarah keep moving and they hear another horn, so they keep following it and it's a lighthouse. Now Jim starts doing an SOS call on the radio. He says, "Can anyone help us?" But the storm's coming faster and faster. They really gotta get inside. But someone finally answers. "Yo, is someone there?" Jim says, "Yes, we're here. We ain't got much time." He says, "Is this Jim? Huh? Jim Matthews? Your wife shouldn't be digging that hole, Jim." So Jim stops what he's doing. He starts running to his house. We cut to Tabitha. And the ground starts to break and she falls. She gets up and she sees where the wires end. But Victor's here too. He says, "The boy in white said he would come. We have to go." And we just see drawings on the wall down here. Back to Boyd. The boy in white tells them, "Get in the tree, you'll be safe." So he goes in and he just gets stuck in this chimney. At the same time, a whole nother bus shows up. Yeah, we're done. We're done. Alright, that's all for this episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you thought about From.
She's like, "Yeah, it's a good ass show. I love it."
You definitely should watch it though. I think you'll enjoy it.
Is it all over the place like he made it? Or is
All over the place? I don't think it's all over the place. It just in some episodes it is jumping like back to like the past.
But no, I'm
just
saying it's all over
like
the place because I feel
No,
like he was
I don't
kinda
think it's all
over
over the place. Well, if you like watch it in its entirety, I feel like you'll be able to
okay.
follow along.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, y'all spam us up, man. Let us know if you watched From. Let us know how you feel about it in the comments. I haven't watched it. She has watched it. She's been trying to watch the next season. I'm late. No, we don't have the streaming service that it's on.
Yeah.
But I will find a way to watch it my way. Because I'm not buying another streaming service.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Y'all spam us up again. Let us know y'all thoughts and opinions down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go over the name DJ New Kid. That's it.
Cee Reacts.
We are.
Kid and C.
Yeah.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar.